guys, it's me Kiana and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title of this video, we are going to be doing my September book haul. In the month of September, I bought 6 books and 1 book was given to me by an author in exchange for an honest review about her book. So there's 7 books here, so let's just go ahead and get started with the video. The first book I bought in the month of September was finally Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli. This is the companion novel to Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda. And in this one, we follow Simon's friend Leah, who we of course are introduced to in the first book. And it just says on the back, when it comes to drumming, Leah Burke is usually on beat, but real life isn't always so rhythmic. An anomaly in her friend group, she's the only child of a young single mom, and her life is decidedly less privileged. She loves to draw, but is too self-conscious to show it, and even though her mom knows she's bisexual, she hasn't mustered the courage to tell her friends, not even her openly gay BFF Simon. So Leah really doesn't know what to do with her rock-solid friend group, starts to fracture in unexpected ways. With prom and college on the horizons, tensions are running high. It's hard for Leah to strike the right note while the people she loves are fighting, especially when she realizes she might love one of them more than she ever intended. I read this last year around in August, and I wanted to physically own the copy, but I wanted it to match my paperback of Simon, so I waited until the paperback version came out, and I absolutely love it, and I plan on doing a reread very soon. The second book I got was the one that the author reached out for me, and that is The Crown of Crossroad by D.E. Nights. And this is basically a magical book, and it says, in Crossroad, the only thing more powerful than dark magic is one seeker. For 16-year-old Ivy, Lovely has been hidden beyond an enchanted boundary that separates the mundane from the magical. When Ivy crosses the border, her powers awaken. Curiosity leads her crashing through a series of adventures at the Hall of Ivy, a school where students learn to master their magical blood and the power of Crossroads' mysterious gems. When Ivy's magic and her life is threatened by the Dark Queen, she scrambles to unearth her history and save Crossroad before the truth is swept away forever. I'm really excited. I do plan on reading this month. My October TBR will be left on the end of the screen at the end of the video, but I'm very excited because look how cute this is. The third book I bought, I'm actually really happy. I bought Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur, and this is just poetry, and I've been meaning to get into poetry, and this is basically broken down into 4 different parts: the hurting, the loving, the breaking, and the healing. And I'm really excited to read this. My father has actually heard a lot about this and wants to read this after I do. So yeah, I'm really excited. The 4th book I bought was City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab. This is the first book in her middle grade series, and we follow a girl named Cassidy Blake, and basically she drowned, and ever since she woke up from drowning, she has been able to see and speak to ghosts. And now her parents are ghost hunters. They have their own show, and they're going to Edinburgh, Scotland to basically find the most ghosts, which is a big no-no for her. I also plan on reading this in October. It's middle grade, the font is very, very big, and the audiobook is only 5 hours long, so it shouldn't be that difficult, but I'm really excited for this. Another book that is on my TBR for this month is Aru Shah and the Song of Death. This is book 2 in the Pandeville series. I feel like it's going to be like 5 books. And in the first book, we're introduced to, of course, Aru Shah, and she's known for being a liar. Over Thanksgiving break, 3 of her classmates come over to her apartment above the museum where her mother works at, and basically says, you're a liar, and when everyone comes back to school on Monday, we're going to out you unless you break this lamp that supposedly has an evil spirit in it. And she does, and she awakens the sleeper, and she realizes she's told that she is the reincarnated spirit of one of the Pandava brothers, and that she has 4 other Pandava brothers or sisters, spirits out there, and she is introduced to one Mimi, and they basically have, in the first book, have to stop the sleeper. The second book is supposed to pick up right where it takes off. I love the first book so much, and I'm really excited for the second book. The 6th book I bought, I already read, and I'm absolutely so happy. I pre-ordered this at the end of August, and I got it a day early, and that is The Tyrant's Tome, Book 4 in the Trials of Apollo by Rick Riordan. Can we just appreciate how gorgeous this cover is? It's purple. I absolutely loved it. And in this series, it's basically Apollo. Zeus blames Apollo for everything that has happened with Gaia, and because of that, he casts him down as a human called Lester Papatalis, some shit like that. And he basically is now bound to this 12-year-old girl named Meg and has to go through 5 trials of getting some of his, like, powers back as a god. And this 4th book destroyed me. I already read it, and you will hear more about it in my October wrap-up. But yes. And then the 7th and final book I bought is called American Royals by Katharine McGee. And this is basically a contemporary story that when America won the Revolutionary War, its people offered General George Washington a crown. 2.5 centuries later, the House of Washington still sits on the throne. Like most royal families, the Washingtons have an heir and a spare. Each child knows exactly what is expected of them, but these aren't any royals, they're American. As Princess Beatrice gets closer to becoming America's first queen regent, the duty she has embraced her entire life suddenly feels stifling. Nobody cares about the spare except when she's breaking the rules, so Princess Samantha doesn't care much about anything either, except the one boy who is off limits. Then there's Samantha's twin, Prince Jefferson. If he'd been born a generation earlier, he would have been first in line for the throne, but the new laws of succession has make him third. Most of America adore their handsome prince, but 2 very different girls are vying to capture his heart. I absolutely love royal books ever since I read Red, White, and Royal Blue this past summer, and I'm very excited to read this. It's a gorgeous cover, and then when you look inside, that's adorable. And then without the dust jacket, it's a little like crown embroidered in there, and then it's adorable. I'm very excited. I do not know when I'm going to pick this up, but I do hope it is soon. So those are the 7 books I bought/received in the month of September. Comment down below if you have read any of these and looking forward to them or want to read them. You know, you can buddy read with me. I'll be leaving here 2 videos on this video you guys should go check out. I post Mondays and Thursdays. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be seeing you guys really, really soon with another video. Bye, guys.